The Galactic Council's monitoring station orbited the edge of known space, a sentinel against the void. For 3,000 cycles, it had maintained silent vigil, its sensors tuned to detect any anomaly that might threaten the civilized galaxy. Commander Zixthor, a veteran of the Krellian species, had overseen this station for the last 200 cycles without incident. That morning, everything changed. The first alarm began as a soft chime, then another. Within seconds, every sensor array on the station erupted in a cacophony of warnings. Zixthor's 4 eyes widened as holographic displays materialized around him, each one blazing red with unprecedented readings. "Report," he barked, his translator rendering the command in Standard Galactic. "Commander," his science officer, a floating Etherian named Velmoon, pulsed with distressed bioluminescence. "Every sensor has detected an unknown frequency. It's unlike anything in our databases." Zixthor studied the readings, his tactical mind racing. The frequency didn't match any known communication protocol, any natural phenomenon, or any weapon signature. It simply existed, powerful, pervasive, and utterly alien. Source? That's the problem, sir. It's coming from Sector 7749. The bridge fell silent. Sector 7749 contained only one thing of note: a young species that had barely achieved faster-than-light travel. Humans, they called themselves, primitive, harmless, unworthy of Council attention. "That's impossible," Zixthor muttered. "Those beings have barely left their home system. They don't possess technology capable of—" "Commander," Velmoon interrupted, something the Etherian had never done in 50 cycles of service. "The frequency is intensifying. Our shields are beginning to resonate. If this continues—" Zixthor didn't need the sentence completed. He'd seen enough in his military career to know when something exceeded all parameters. "Send an emergency beacon to the Council, Priority Alpha, and get me a connection to the human homeworld." The communication took longer than expected. Human technology was crude, requiring multiple translation protocols and signal boosters. Finally, a face appeared on the view screen, a human female with dark skin and tired eyes. "This is Dr. Sarah Chen of the Earth Frequency Research Institute," she said, her primitive audio-only translator struggling with galactic standard. "I assume you're calling about the signal?" "Dr. Chen," Zixthor fought to keep his voice level, "you must cease whatever experiment you're conducting immediately. Your frequency is disrupting sensors across 12 sectors. It could destabilize—" "It's not an experiment," Dr. Chen interrupted, and Zixthor noticed something in her expression he'd seen in warriors before battle: determination. "It's a message." "A message? To whom?" "To everyone. To the galaxy. To the universe." She leaned closer to her primitive camera. "Commander, we know the Council considers us insignificant. We've intercepted your classification reports. Primitive, aggressive, unlikely to contribute to galactic society. We're tired of being ignored." Zixthor's primary heart quickened. "You're deliberately disrupting galactic communications because you feel slighted?" "We're not disrupting anything," Dr. Chen replied, a slight smile crossing her features. "We're introducing ourselves properly. You see, Commander, humans have something the rest of the galaxy seems to lack: music." "Music?" Velmoon pulsed in confusion. "The ordered arrangement of sound frequencies. We have databases full of—" "No," Dr. Chen shook her head. "You have academic recordings, anthropological curiosities. You don't have music. Not the way we experience it. Music isn't just sound to us, it's emotion, memory, hope, and defiance all woven together. It's humanity's universal language." The frequency spiked again. This time Zixthor felt it. Not through his sensors, but through something deeper. A rhythm, a pulse. It resonated with his combat-hardened heart in a way nothing ever had. "What we've done," Dr. Chen continued, "is encode music into a quantum frequency that transcends normal space. We've broadcast Earth's greatest symphonies, rock anthems, jazz improvisations, and tribal drums into a format that every species, regardless of sensory biology, can perceive. Not hear, perceive, feel, experience." "This is madness," Zixthor whispered, but even as he spoke he felt the frequency changing. The chaotic alarms began to stabilize, falling into patterns, rhythms. The bridge crew stopped their frantic diagnostics one by one, as they too felt it. Velmoon's bioluminescence shifted from distressed red to a color Zixthor had never seen before, a pulsing purple that matched the frequency's beat. "Commander, this is extraordinary. I can feel structure in the chaos, meaning in the noise. It's beautiful." Dr. Chen's image smiled wider. For thousands of years, humanity survived by telling stories and making music. We sang through wars, played through plagues, and composed in the face of extinction. Now we're among the stars and we're not going to be silent. We're not going to wait for permission to be heard. Across the galaxy, the frequency reached every council world simultaneously. On Krelia, warriors paused mid-drill, feeling an unfamiliar stirring in their souls. On Etheria, philosophers ceased their debates, experiencing emotions they had no words to describe. On 1,000 worlds, 1,000,000,000,000 beings stopped what they were doing and simply felt. Zixthor closed all 4 eyes. In the darkness, the frequency wasn't chaos at all. It was a story, humanity's story. Struggle and triumph, sorrow and joy, the relentless beat of hearts refusing to give up. When he opened his eyes again, Dr. Chen was waiting. "The council will not approve of this," he said quietly. "You've broken a dozen protocols." "I know," she replied. "But they'll listen now. They have to. Because for the first time, Commander, the galaxy can't ignore us. We've proven that humanity doesn't just belong among the stars. We bring something irreplaceable. We bring the music that makes existence worth living." The transmission ended. Zixthor sat in his command chair, feeling the frequency still resonating in his chest. Around him, his crew worked in synchronized rhythm, their movements unconsciously matching the beat. 3,000 cycles of silence, shattered by a species that refused to be overlooked. Zixthor permitted himself a rare smile. The humans were right about one thing: the galaxy would never be the same. And perhaps, he thought as his tactical mind began planning his report to the council, that was exactly what they all needed.